Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Global Renaissance Podcast, where we have thoughtful conversations on society and self. As always, I am your host, Trev Woods, and today we're going to have an interesting conversation. I am joined by my friend Gianna.
Hi, everyone.
And she has something to say. She doesn't quite know what it is that she has to say,
So
but she has something to say. So
know.
we're going to talk about whatever it is that's on her mind. Gianna, how you
Yeah.
feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited.
I love that. I mean, we've been chatting a little bit. You know, if you guys don't know, I be on my Instagram posting polls and stuff, you know what I'm saying, inciting conversation. And so we've been chatting about some things, mostly like relationship, gendered stuff.
Yes.
Because that's what I've been seeing all over TikTok. And I like to not engage in that conversation too much, but if it were here. So what were we talking about the other day? Do you remember?
I don't know. Should I pull it up?
I'll do it.
Okay,
I got it.
pull
Don't
it
even
up.
trip.
It was something along the lines of like guys having girlfriends. That was a good conversation.
Oh, yes.
It like never will end. I don't think that conversation will ever end.
It won't, and that's why we're gonna participate in it and hopefully get some viral clips out of it. So yes, what had happened was I had seen somebody post something. It was like one of them Justin LeBoy quotes or whatever, you know, the white on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it was like, why men never want to be just friends. I make an awesome homegirl for real. And I actually saw a couple people like repost it. And I'm saying here, like, I honestly think the answer is very simple and rather obvious. If you are attractive, if a man is attracted to a woman, why would he look at her and be like, oh, I want to be friends? Like, why would that happen? What incentive does a man have to take that approach to building a relationship with a woman? So thoughts?
I feel like that's so true. Like, I honestly feel like it's very true. And I've had the conversation of like, I don't think there's any man that I've had as a friend, or most. I don't want to like say every guy that I've had as a friend, or most that have either tried it with me and it didn't work, like we were talking about, or it's just like they can't because they might be like a boyfriend of someone that I know, or like it's literally just like not ever gonna happen because of like morals or something. But I do think that like it may not be 100% possible for a man to be like, oh, like she's so cute and like funny, like I want to be her friend. Like I don't think it's gonna happen.
Why would that doesn't even make sense.
A lot of the really good guy friendships that I have, unfortunately, like resulted from just realizing that like I wasn't like romantically interested in them and they were, and it was kind of just like, oh, I'm not into you that way. But like we still like it's like,
do you believe in the friend zone? Do you believe that's a real thing?
I've done it. Does that mean it's true? Like
I guess
I don't know,
so.
like I just feel like some people aren't meant to be in your life romantically, like opposite sex wise, and like they still end up being like really, really influential and like really.
All right, let me ask you this. So let's say you got a homeboy, right? And y'all been rocking.
I don't want to put nobody on blast.
No. This is like a hypothetical, right?
Okay.
So let's say you got homeboy, right? Y'all been rocking, y'all been friends, cool, whatever. He ain't never made like no pass, no nothing.
Right.
And then one day he said, "Yo, I gotta tell you something." Right?
Right.
So y'all have that conversation. He's like, yo, I fuck with you, whatever. And you're like, no.
Right.
Do you get offended if he says, all right, I want to cool off on the friendship then?
Honestly, I wouldn't get offended, but it would kind of just be like, okay, like that's like something that like kind of wouldn't surprise me either. Mm-hmm. Because like sometimes a lot of men have intentions going into friendships like, yeah, I'm going to, like trust this woman, she's gonna trust me.
I feel like that's unfair.
I feel like some men genuinely do, and some women do too. Like it's not like a gender thing right now. Like what I'm speaking about isn't a gender thing. It's literally just like like this person's gonna be my friend and we're gonna vibe out until I'm comfortable enough to tell this person like, yo, like, my intentions now are for this to be like a little bit more than friends, and then you don't really know how it's gonna go after that. You literally don't know if the person can be like, okay, well, can I curse on here?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. Or it's just going to be like, oh, you know what? I don't see it that way. And then you're like, okay, cool. Like, let's just keep vibing. But then, like, it's also like, I would never forget that you, like, tried to make it that way.
So here's my thing with that, right? Now, I personally would never look at a woman that I was interested in and be like, let me try to be friends first. That's stupid if you ask me. But I think that I hear that a lot, you know what I'm saying, in this discourse about male-female friendships.
Right.
Like, oh, well, guys be having ulterior motives and they wasn't really your friend. Like, how you know that? How you know?
Honestly.
How are you not sure? You're not sure, or how do you know that it wasn't oh, well, we was friends, and actually, hold on, I'm kind of attracted to this person, and then like we get along really well, so yeah, I kind of want to see if more than friends is an option. Like, well, how you know it wasn't something that just developed?
Right. That's why I feel like it is genuinely like. That's why I feel like guy friends and like female friends can be genuine. Like that's why I feel that way, because sometimes it really isn't meant to be that way in the beginning, and it just develops. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's okay if it develops, but like I wouldn't get offended, like you said, like your original question. I wouldn't get offended if it was just like, okay, then like I don't really see this friendship working, because you saw this friendship working and it ended up being like romantic intentions on your end, and now it's not, and it's kind of awkward. Like it's awkward for some people to stay in that position. You know what I mean? Like especially like as the person who approached the situation, like, yo, like I honestly see it as more romantic now, and the other person's like, I don't. Yeah, everyone has an ego. Like you're just exactly. Everyone has an ego, so it's probably gonna be like, okay, so I don't really, like feel comfortable staying in this position, knowing that like I tried it and we're friends because you said no. Facts. You know what I mean? It's fair.
But see, that's why I'm like, this is why I don't believe that most, like, whenever that situation happens, that it's oh, the dude was plotting from jump, because it's like realistically, one, why would you waste all that time? Right. You could have just shot from jump and found out.
Just like any other guy would be like, yo, you're bad. And
you feel me? Like, I don't know what you thought was going to happen in that however long y'all was friends. So that's why I don't think personally that's what happens. I also have never met a man who says he does that. Right. So I don't know. I don't really think that's what happens. I think genuinely it's more so like, oh, we was cool, and then feelings develop. And then it's like, oh,
I feel like I've never personally had a situation where like it was friends first, like on both ends, just friends, and then it developed. I feel like it was either just like they had an intention at first of getting to know me to get to a romantic like place, or it was romantic from the jump and it either did or did not work out. Mm-hmm. Or like I genuinely can say that I have guy friends that I met them through other people and it never got romantic. And I feel like there's a saying that people, like the girls talk about, like, oh, if you gave any guy that you have around in your life a chance, he would take it. I honestly think that may be true, but like
more okay, so I have more thoughts on that thing, right? Because I hear that a lot too. Again, I'll be on TikTok scrolling and whatnot, and the girlies will be like, oh well, any guy, if he'll, you know what I'm saying, if you tell him to slide and he slides, he's not really your friend. I don't think that's true. I think if a man it's like, all right, she's attractive, but like that's my friend, so I'm cool. I ain't even finna try nothing. Right. And then you give him the opportunity and he takes it. I don't think he wasn't your friend. I think
I don't think so either. I don't think we need to take the friend equation. Like I don't think we have to take the friend part out of the equation, because being a friend means a lot. And showing that you're a friend means so much, and that isn't taken away if somebody finds you attractive and probably wants to see if they have a chance with you. Right. If you believe that that person was really your friend, I mean, I guess that's a you issue, to be honest. Like, if you feel like somebody was in your life the whole time plotting, that's another issue.
Right. That's my thing, though. Like, if you were to say, all right, yo, come get it, and he's like, all right, like, why would he? You feel me? Like, it just doesn't even make sense.
Also, I can understand, like, if that was me and I was kind of just trying to, like, test the waters and see. Actually, like, I don't even know why you would do that to a friend in the first place.
Why are we testing people?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if people genuinely are doing this to test to see, like, oh, is this guy really my friend or not, then I feel like you have some intentions that should be looked at on your end. But, like, I feel like it is shady. But I feel like if that were to happen in the first place, like, I don't think it's, like, the right thing to do. But if it was to happen, I feel like why wouldn't someone just be like, oh yeah, cool. Like, if you are attractive and you know they find you attractive and they're attractive, like, it's literally like,
it just makes sense.
It makes sense. So like, it's literally just like by choice, this person is your friend, or this person is romantic, or this person is not in your life. Like, that's literally how life works. That's how relationships work. Like, it's literally just like by choice. I don't know. Me personally, there's not a lot of guys in my life that like I'm at a friendship level with now that I would take the opportunity with, but I feel like there's guys that if I said like, yo, like, come over or something, I feel like they'd take it. I don't know.
Right. Well, because we're very simple. very simple.
Guys
are you attractive? Okay, I'm doing it. Done. There's no other hoops to jump through. Like, that's it.
Oh
like,
my
it's a
God.
very simple 1 to 2 calculation.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know. Again, like, I just feel like that's very, very normal.
Yeah.
It's very normal.
We'll agree on that one.
I love that. We were having another conversation a couple of weeks ago. I just gotta do a little scrolling.
I know
do a little scrolling.
It's all there.
Do a little scrolling. Oh, you had reposted something. It was like, why are men good friends but not good boyfriends?
This one got me in trouble actually.
Ooh, did it?
It did.
Do spell.
It doesn't matter anymore, but.
Do spell.
This one got me in trouble. It wasn't explained of why it got me in trouble. It just got me in trouble. But
never mind. Never mind.
We don't need to talk. We don't need to talk about it. Anyway.
I mean, we could. It's okay to be a little messy.
All right. Anyway, irrelevant. Basically,
irrelevant, but that's fine.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I think that I posted it to be funny, and I was just like, making jokes, and
all jokes contain a hint of truth.
And you know what? I did, like, part of me did believe it though. Obviously, like, I made the joke for a reason. Mm-hmm. And I posted it for a reason because I'm like, and
you was subbing somebody?
No.
Yeah, she was. She was subbing somebody.
You're so annoying. Anyway, I literally posted it, and I was like, no, this is funny because I've had this conversation with my girls before, and it's just like a lot of the times males prioritize their friendships over their women. And I don't think this is all the time, but I think this is a lot of the times. But I also can't sit here and be like, I don't know why this is. I don't know why this is. I feel like a lot of men, and I've had conversation with my guy friends before, a lot of men find like their friends to be more of a safe place than their woman. And literally, like, it happens way too often, and I feel like a lot of women don't know that men feel the way that they do about them.
I don't care about her feelings.
See, like,
you
just made a joke, but, like, low-key, a lot of men feel this way.
Yes.
And I feel like they just find the most comfortability and the most, like, safety within their friend group, whether that's 3 guys, whether that's 8, whether that's, I don't know, like, they're always with them, they're always talking to them, they're on the game, they're on the phone, like, it's just, like, they feel so much comfort with them, not saying that that's, like, wrong, like, I feel like there should be an effort to have that same amount of safety with your woman, that comes with effort, but, like, I feel like that's where it comes from. All you could agree or disagree, but, like, I've heard so many of my guy friends talk about it.
The question is, what's at stake when you try to open up with your woman? Because that's really the... Now, I'm not personally the type of like, oh, you can't open up to your woman, because why the hell am I with you if I can't open you? That's a waste.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why is that not, like, just a norm? Like, I feel a certain way, like, I'm going to tell my woman about it.
Well, because a lot of times men feel like, yo, if I say something, she going to throw it in my face. Or if I say I'm upset about something, she going to get upset about it. And now I got to apologize about some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's another really, really bad trend. Not trend, but there's just this thing that this generation does with, like, men being too, like, emotional. Men being too sassy.
Oh, you're gonna have to say more on that.
Sassy man apocalypse.
You're gonna have to.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I actually do not. So
yes, you do. There's no way you don't know what I'm talking about.
I would love for you to explain. This is a podcast.
Women, including myself, have talked about the fact that men could be sassy.
What does it mean?
Kind of adopting women's mannerisms and little sayings and stuff like that. I can understand. Tea. It's giving, girl, you look so good. Like, pause. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Just give us a second.
That's saying that.
You'd be surprised.
Are they a little?
No.
Oh.
Which is the issue.
Maybe that's them trying to...
I guess that's another conversation we have to have. I don't know. But anyway, I feel like a lot of women kind of fear... like men being too feminine, which is fair because most women want a provider. And I feel like with the word provider, a woman automatically assumes 100% masculine. But I feel like in order for a man to feel 100% comfortable to be a provider and to be the masculine energy in like a relationship, he also has to feel 100% safe. And with that safety comes being able to like tap into that feminine, because everybody has masculine and feminine energy. A man does and a woman does. Part of that feminine energy for a man is to open up to his woman and feel comfortable doing so. I don't know who was traumatized. I don't know what happened, but all men decided, not all men. I need to stop saying that.
That's right. You heard a lot woman say not all men.
A lot of men decided, you know what, like women are not our safe space. And I think that's an issue, and I think it manifests itself in so many different problems in relationships, and it's so bad. So I just feel like there needs to be some type of like moving forward, there needs to be some type of understanding that like if you establish a certain safety with your person, you should be able to open up to them whenever that may be without having the fear of like, oh, like this is going to be thrown back in my face, or like the next argument, like she's going to bring up the fact that I was like sad about something last week. Like men have feelings and men have issues that they need to talk about just as much as women do. But I don't know. That needs to change, because then it's like thrown back in women's faces like, oh, I don't feel safe talking to you. Why don't you? I've never given you a reason to not feel like you can talk to me. I vent to you all the time. Why do you feel like you can't do the same? So I don't know. I feel like it just depends on the
Why do you think that you doing something to somebody then means they should feel like they can do the same thing to you?
I feel like in my head, like I've only been in one relationship, but I've definitely had like deep relationships with multiple people, and you're so annoying. Anyway,
I go drag you.
You're so okay.
And why do you think? No, I'm just kidding. Keep going.
Don't. Let's not start.
Keep going. We can turn this into a therapy session for
But what was I saying? You see, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
You said something about you vent your feelings to this person.
So no, I was just saying that like, no, I don't even remember.
Well, that sounds like you problem.
I just got,
You see how this is why I can't stand. How you gonna tell me you got shit to say and you can't even remember what you had to say? Okay. This is ridiculous.
I was gonna say something good. I could feel it.
And it wasn't that good if you forgot it already.
I know. Whatever.
That's what my mom used to tell me. I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, it must have not been that important.
Okay, no, but it was important.
Was it?
Yeah.
So why don't you remember it?
I don't know, because I was cut off.
So now, okay, so the question is, you feel like women should provide a space for them.
Oh my God, wait, I remember.
Y'all welcome. Look at me being a great host.
He asked me, why do I feel like me doing something could make somebody else feel comfortable doing so?
Yes.
I feel like the way that I think in the relationships that I have, the friendships that I have, I feel like if I make it very obvious to you multiple times that I feel comfortable doing something, I would assume that you think, you know what, this person feels so comfortable opening up to me, like I should feel comfortable opening up to them. And that may not be correct. That may not be correct on their end. They may not feel that way, but that's just the way my brain works. If I do these things enough around you, if I make you feel these ways enough, you would feel...
Yeah, but there are certain things you're going to do in the context of a relationship that you wouldn't want the dude you're dealing with to do. So that's right. That doesn't really,
I guess,
track.
Yeah. But I just feel like in terms of opening up, like, I tell you about everything.
Well, that's what all y'all do.
Okay.
It's like quite literally like...
So like, why?
But when we talk about like gender roles and gendered expectations, every man has the expectation that his woman is just going to talk about everything. Y'all are yappers. It is what it is. You deal with it. I might not give a fuck for real, but I'm going to just let you get it off your chest because that's what you need.
Right.
That is the standard. The standard is not the opposite way where I could tell a woman everything that's going on. Like that is.
And that's what I don't understand is why is that not the standard?
I don't know.
Is that just like society?
Yeah, we're years in.
See, I don't like that because personally, like I've had issues in the past where I've wanted men to open up more with me, and it was just like a no. Like it's not what I do. Like, I can have conversations with my boys about this for hours, but, like, when it comes to you, like, I really...
Right, because there's something at stake. Because, again, you got to think about, probably most men have had their feelings thrown back into their face at some point.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah.
So if that happens enough, you start being like, well, what's the point of doing that when I could just go tell the homies, they're going to keep it a band with me, and it's not going to be nothing outside of that.
Right.
So it's like the stakes are far too high for somebody if they're like, yo, I genuinely, if this person throws this shit back in my face, it's going to be a real problem. So why not instead just holler at my homeboys, one who probably know me better than you do.
See, that's another problem too.
It is.
I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I know there's so many relationship issues that cause somebody to close out like that and have their guard up. But I also feel like there's a lot of amazing women out there and men who I feel like deserve to know each other on such a deep level, and like either they're guarded or whatever the case may be, and they just like subconsciously think.
So are you like just like an open book or something?
I'm not an open book. I just feel like
you don't have no reservations when you enter a relationship with somebody.
Oh, absolutely, I do.
So how are you working on those?
What do you mean?
I want to prescribe solutions to everybody else. How are you working on yours?
I know I could talk a lot, but I don't really self.
And that is the problem. Yeah. Yo, listen.
No, but I can 100% say right now, if anybody was watching this that has ever had a very deep, like emotional connection with me, I don't really like. Well. I feel like I hold back in the beginning, but if I feel like you're somebody who I genuinely could talk to and cares about, like, at least listening, like you said, you may not have a lot to say at the end of what I'm saying because you're just there to listen, but, you know, it's worth it. It counts.
But you see how you still have these same reservations. You're telling everybody, oh, you shouldn't have those. You know
no, but I feel like if you are in a, like, relationship, that's what I'm saying, too, like...
Well, first of all, most of these niggas not in no relationship. They're in situationships, which...
That's the issue.
Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my people.
Shout out to the survivors.
It's complicated. That's my girl, but it's not really my girl. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. Shout out to all the situations out there. But I think that's number one. Most people are like, we're not there yet. So...
See, that's another thing, too. If it's a situationship, like, you really shouldn't even be, like... I don't know.
Right. And, I can't. Oh, I was about to fry you. Never mind.
Get this man off my podcast.
I beg your pardon? Whose?
Mine, bro. Get him out.
Imagine. You couldn't even turn the camera on properly if you needed to.
I couldn't. You're right.
All right, then. Thank you.
Anyway,
Tighten up.
I just wanted to say something.
Yeah, so you're chatting, and now when I start chatting, you're going to have a problem.
No need.
That's what I thought.
Okay, anyway.
Disgusting.
I feel like situationships,
that's
a lot of...
You have familiarity with.
Silence. Does everyone not, like, what the hell?
Yeah,
but I also feel like being in multiple relationships over and over again, is that not, like, you know what I mean? Like...
No, I don't know what you mean. Say more.
I didn't really finish my sentence, so I guess that makes sense.
That was the point.
I feel like being in relationship after relationship after relationship is also not ideal. Like, what are you, like, labeling yourself as a girlfriend every 6 months for?
I mean...
Or a boyfriend every 6 months for?
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair, but it's like if you're in a year and a half long situationship, like, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, true. For sure. I've been in one situationship that went for way too long, but then... Oh, you did. That's why. Oh, my God. I forgot you know about that. I literally was so confused this whole time. I'm like, why does he feel like he could throw subs? That's why.
Because I know. That's why. That's what I was saying. I would throw a little shout out.
So I take, like, I just have to stop because he
that's what
100% knows. And you know what? I learned a lot from that.
What did you learn?
I really did.
Talk to us about the growth.
Okay. So you guys don't need to know the situation. He does, so he can comment on it. You know, he knows the flow.
You was getting played.
I was getting played. I can't lie.
Embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. In the beginning, it was okay, but then I started expecting something that it wasn't, and I continued to be like, okay, and then him being like, you know, just like another college guy was just like, yeah, sure, soon. Damn. Yeah, soon. And I fell for it, and then like we stopped officially, and then just kept going.
So you don't stand on business.
I didn't. It was really bad because like after a couple months, I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
And
nope.
Then you go back. And what?
Then I would get a call.
What was the reason?
Or I get a text like, yo, how you been?
What was the reason? Was it insecurity?
I don't think it was
lack
insecurity.
Of self-confidence?
Or lack of self-confidence.
Or self-image?
And you know what was weird is that there was a lot of men around me at the time that would have given me what I was looking for. That were
so you were self-sabotaging
equally as attractive or more. You know what I mean?
Self-sabotaging.
I think it was. And I think I had an attachment. I think it was an attachment issue because I spent a lot of time with this person in the beginning, like more time than I should have in the beginning. I was like over available for this person in the beginning. And then it was just like, I only want this person's company. Like, yeah, this guy is really attractive, maybe more attractive, and maybe he's offering more than, this guy could ever, but I'm still, like, so comfortable with where I'm at.
Comfort to kill you. Comfort to kill you.
Yeah, comfortability and, like, attachment.
Have you grown from
that?
Yes,
absolutely.
Do you have evidence that you've grown from that, or is this just a theory?
I can't be too, like, well, I haven't got that deep with somebody since then.
Out of fear?
I think it's out of fear and also out of, like, just cautiousness, like, I'm so young still that it's like, why get yourself in that situation again where you could just like live your life and just like not worry about that?
I mean, or you can just like have boundaries and then. Yeah,
boundaries too. I feel like I was about to start dating someone recently.
And then what happened?
He ended up being a really bad person.
So
and I left.
Oh, okay.
I was very proud of myself. I just left.
Good job.
And it was hard. It was so hard because like I didn't get the closure that I wanted from it.
Closure?
Closure is...
You wanted some light.
Yo. Like I
said. One more time.
No, all seriousness, I didn't have like it wasn't a good ending, I guess you can say. Like we didn't end on good terms. He was a bad person. It did not end on good terms at all. And I really thought I was about to be a girlfriend, which was kind of scary because I hadn't been a girlfriend since like my junior year of high school.
Damn.
And I thought I was going to be a girlfriend again. It was like a long distance thing though.
Damn.
And he ended up being a really bad person, and I'm glad I left. And I'm glad I had a support. Huh?
You had a little situation on the side too.
It wasn't that. Oh. If I could get into the if I can get into the details, I would. But I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that.
Oh, all right then.
It'll take a while, like too long.
Okay.
Yeah. Story for another day. But yeah. So I definitely learned from it because I haven't put myself in the same situation again of, like, somebody telling me, like, yeah, it's coming soon. Like, yeah, we're going to be together soon.
I just can't. How you believe that for real? Like, what?
I don't know. Like, sitting here now, I'm just like, bitch, like, you should have just known after the second time, like, yeah, like.
I'm not going to lie. I'd be embarrassed for y'all sometimes because,
that's fair.
As a former toxic king.
Former. I'm proud of you.
Former.
It's been a minute.
That doesn't mean I'm not shit, but I'm not toxic no more.
Yeah, toxic is just.
But as a former toxic king, there is certain stuff that I've seen or I've even done, and I'm like, yo, you can't be this stupid. Like you can't be this dumb.
Yeah.
And it's like the thing for me is that, and I think a lot of men operate on this. It's like, man, if you ain't dumb, if you ain't smart enough to save yourself, I'm not gonna save you from yourself.
No, literally.
So it's like if I could keep feeding you this same bullshit,
that's what it is.
Keep taking it. Like, why would I be better for you?
Yeah.
So I really feel like that ultimately, like, you just got to be willing to like walk away. And I feel like a lot of women
are not willing to walk away.
Are not willing to walk away.
I wasn't ready to walk away. At all.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because y'all like emotional or whatever. But I see it a lot, and I'm just like, yo,
yeah,
I'd be embarrassed. And then it's like after I get done with them, I like to have like a nice little debrief. I'm like, here's how you can avoid this happening to you again. So that's like my penance. Like my penance. I feel a little bad. Like,
that's so bad. Oh my god.
I just feel like,
you know what?
Let this be a lesson.
That's sick.
Is it?
That is so sick.
That's not like I'm trying to like, you know what I'm saying, undo what I did. If you gonna have to go through that already, it already happened. Might as well learn something from it, right?
Yeah. But I don't think I've been put in that same situation again, which is why, like, I guess if I were to like get hinted at that same situation again is when I would really be tested. Like, did you really learn your lesson? But this, like, recent guy definitely treated me so well. Like, he treated me so well in the beginning. And then...
It always starts off well.
It started off a little too well, though, I will say.
That love bombing or whatever?
Yeah. And I didn't, like, I was kind of thinking to myself, I was like, is he, like, a really good guy, or am I getting love bombed? Like, I couldn't really tell. But then, like, things got, like, bad. We got into, like, a really bad argument, and then he just, like, flipped. And I was like, wait, I think I might have gotten love bombed. I don't know. I don't really know how to tell if that's, like...
I don't think you can tell until... it's not happening no more.
Yeah.
That's when you got to be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But that's the point about boundaries, right? Like, it's real easy. I feel like if you're comfortable, if you're confident in your ability to determine when something is not in alignment with your values and your standards, and you are confident in your ability to walk away from such a situation, then there's not really a need to be like walking around on eggshells around people, because it's like, yo, at the end of the day, if you try to play with me, you just gonna get dropped.
Right.
Like, that's really all it takes. I just feel like a lot of people, women specifically, just don't stand on shit. And it's like, you should be embarrassed. No bullshit. Like, honestly, you should be embarrassed. I see women get on the internet talking about how they got played. You should fucking be embarrassed. This is
there is some people that, honestly, I feel like there's like, oh my God, I was on this Twitter, like, thread.
Good old Twitter.
I know. I was on this Twitter thread, and it was like, this girl screenshotted, like, messages with this guy that she was talking to. She was like, should I fall back? That's, like, a new thing, like, posting something, be like, should I fall back? As in, like, I don't know if this is good or not.
For advice.
That's the first problem.
Embarrassing.
That's the first problem. But also, I feel like men and women in general, like, relationship drama, like, something happens, boom, to the internet. Is this bad? Is this good? Like, should I be mad at him? Should I not? That's an issue.
I mean, facts, but that's what I be doing with my close friends. Just screenshot.
I mean, close friends is like...
yeah, I would never air my shit out publicly.
No, but, like, it happens, like, Twitter, TikTok, like, these really public social medias, like, people post...
On this, at the same time, that is the shit that people want to see. Like...
So real.
It's the relationship talk. Like, that is what people want. I don't know why. Like, I kind of get it, because, like, at the end of the day, like, basically everybody want a relationship. Yeah. It's like, there's a lot of polar kind of energy, because, again, like, men and women are very, very different. And so, like, in the context of heterosexual relationships, I can't speak for y'all, you know what I'm saying? On the other side, happy Pride, though. I mean, Pride Month's over, but shout out to y'all anyway. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're kind of forced to deal with somebody who, like, honestly is not thinking the same way as you. And so there's so much, like, give and take and pushback and all of this. So I kind of get why, because, like, realistically, if I'm like, yo, I want to go viral, there's only so many things you can talk about to go viral. And relationship
it's all about entertainment, yeah.
So I get why it happens. But at the same time, I think a lot of people just do this shit for a performance. And I'm not even gonna lie, me too. Sometimes I'll just be sliding in DMs just to show my close friends. But like, yo, I still got it. Bing, 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 bing.
I'll test.
So I understand it. I really do. But I just want people to be better, so people can be better. What else is pissing you off these days?
Okay. The whole, like, discourse about men having to, like, okay, when it comes to, like, financials in a relationship or a situationship, when you first start to, like, date someone.
I'm not gonna lie. If that's not my girl, I ain't paying for shit. Not mine.
See, here we go. Here's the...
I'm actually lying out of my ass.
Okay. I feel like, actually, like, knowing the type of person that you are, I feel like you would just, like, pay for
I would. Date. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, out of my ass.
Like, I feel like the type of person you are, I definitely know that, like, if you were to go on a date, you'd pay. But I think the issue that I find, women don't come at me for this, but...
Or do.
Whatever you want to do. I don't know. I don't care. If you cannot afford what you are asking for, you should not be asking for it. Do we agree?
She done said it. She said it. I agree.
Like, I would never ask a man to pay for something that I couldn't pay for myself if he said no.
Facts.
And I feel like, oh my God, I saw this thing on Facebook. I wish I could, like, pull it up. No, it wasn't. It was from Facebook. It was posted on Twitter. And this woman was like, this is what a man should provide. And it had breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Oh, yeah. Don't send me no less than this for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner.
Yes. And I just, like... what are you doing?
I think that's more rage bait than anything. Like, I see, and so here's the thing. I don't think people actually behave like this in real life for the most. The amount of people who talk like this on the internet, I don't think it's nearly close to that number of people who behave like this.
It's just like it's too ridiculous for me.
Again, I think a lot of this shit, and this is my problem with, I think this is why I'm so big on like responsible media consumption, because people will get on the internet, especially like, young people, like, I'm grown now, kind of, right? I'm telling you,
He's an old man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not listening to what the fuck niggas gotta say on the internet. I'm not taking life advice from niggas on the internet. Right. But there are people who are 17 who dead ass are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so if you get on the internet and you listen to the way people talk on the internet, because they're farming for engagement. So they know if they say something wild, people are going to respond. That's what they're looking for. So people will say all of this stuff to elicit a reaction, but people will then internalize that. So I've seen some shit where it was like, oh my goodness, a girl talking about like, I don't know, something. It was on Twitter. But shorty was like 17 or 18. She had just graduated high school. I said, oh, you're a child.
No. But I also feel like there are a lot of women that expect a huge financial commitment from a man, like, without this whole, like, what you're talking about, like, people lie on the social media, or, like, they, like, it's dramatic.
Well, women. Media. Is this, like, y'all actually, is this the conversation I
have had conversations with women who, like, either don't receive this from a man or do, and it's just, like, this is real. Like, this expectation is real from a lot of women. Me personally, like, if I tell you I'm getting my hair done, if I tell you I'm getting my nails done, if I tell you, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, whatever, and there's not, like, some part of you that's like, oh, I want to pay for her nails today, that's where I have an issue. I feel like that's just kind of, like, I don't know, that's just who I am. But also...
Mind you, I will do it. But as soon as it's an expectation, get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, it's not an expectation. Like, I don't expect you to immediately be like, but I'm not going to sit here and ask you either. Like, babe, pay for my nails today. Babe, pay for my hair. Every single time. Like, I'm not going to do that either. So what I, like, expect from someone is to just have, like, the thought in the back of their head, like, oh, like, I would pay. Like, I wouldn't mind paying. Or, like, babe, like, nails are on me today. Type thing. Like, it's no pressure. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a
it's
routine,
like one of those things,
like,
this would
pressurized,
be nice.
like, damn, like, I'm barely making rent this month, but I gotta pay for my girl. Like, what are we doing? Like, we're 20, 22, 24 years old. Like, there's no reason for, like, somebody to be a financial burden. You know what I mean? Like,
that woman is not your financial responsibility unless y'all are married.
It's
like, that's just, at the end of the day, like, if y'all aren't married, like, I just don't
like, know why if we're not close to married, like, there shouldn't be a huge, like, women who live with their boyfriends, like, that's where you deciding to live with your boyfriend and you deciding to live with your girlfriend, you just now kind of cross that line of, do we have financial responsibilities when it comes to each other? Well, you guys moved into each other's place, so I don't know.
Right, like, but that's also, like, a conversation y'all have on an individual basis. But when people start to try to, like, generalize across,
I just feel like it shouldn't be like.
As soon as I hear the words "as a man," you get the fuck out of here. Because when I say "as a woman," why the fuck are you speaking? Now it's a problem.
Okay.
Now it's a problem.
All right.
I say that
All
because
right.
a woman will be like, "Yo, as a man, you supposed to." As a woman, you're supposed to shut the fuck up, right? These are coming from the same exact places. So
I didn't agree on that.
I say it because the natural reaction is, why would you speak to me that way? You're not supposed to tell me what to do. Well, why do you think you have the agency to tell me what to do? Yeah. So again, I think the internet has gotten people fucked up.
The point will always just be like, if you cannot pay for it, like, don't ask somebody else to pay for it. Or, like, if you're not just, like, paying for this on your own already, if this is not a routine thing for you to pay for already, then why are you asking somebody else to do it? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have these, like, self-maintenance, like, days for yourself, and, like, if this isn't already a priority for yourself, why are you asking a man?
Now, I will say, I'm all about a good finesse. So if you can finesse a man to do it, because realistically,
if you can, go ahead.
If you can do it, fine. But, like, the entitlement level, like, you should, that's a little bit crazy. But I'm all for it, you know what I'm saying?
I'm all for it too, baby. If you want to pay for my nails,
you find yourself a sugar daddy, like, go be great.
See, that's a different story. Like, sugar daddy, like, that's a purpose that they have. Oops. Sorry. That's a purpose that they have.
Scary.
That's a purpose they have. Sugar daddy, that is a financial foundation. It's already financial when you have the first establishment of the relationship. Or if you meet a man and he's like, I wanna treat you. You already know what that means. Do you know what I mean? If we are talking about somebody that you love, somebody that you care for, somebody that you're dating, you find that you may have a future with them, don't make it financial automatically. Right. Like, you know what I mean? There's a difference. Like, sugar daddy, baby, do whatever you want. But
do what you gotta do. What
you gotta do, but
Trevor respects the finance.
Exactly. But like, don't make your
be
man
20 years old and thinking that man's about to take you to Nobu. That's really crazy. That's all I'm saying. I feel like the kids is.
I don't think Nobu is.
The kid. I've never been to Nobu, so I don't actually know how much it costs. But like,
Nobu isn't all that.
I think that the kids are losing the plot a little bit because they be
too.
on the internet too much, and people get on the internet again to farm for engagement. So they're just saying whatever, and it's like, yo, that shit is not real life.
But I also think I'm just gonna throw this in there. I think a lot of men need to stop getting their physical expectations of a woman from the internet.
What you mean?
BBLs.
We don't like BBLs, bro. No man that I've ever met, BBLs are for rappers, bro. No regular man has ever seen a BBL. Yo, that shit fire. I see BBLs in the gym, I'm like, yo, that's disgusting. Like, men don't like BBLs. I don't know where this idea came from that that's something we like. Y'all do. I shouldn't say y'all, but like women will do it to attract whatever crowd they're trying to attract. But it's not your average gel. Yeah. Like they look terrible.
Yeah.
Like I might like a fat ass.
Some do look really bad.
I like a fat ass.
Right.
But BBLs look bad.
Yeah.
So it's like if you ain't just come out the womb with your shit, you know what I'm saying? Do your squats, eat your oats,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And do what you gotta do in the gym. But the BBLs don't look good. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
I guess it's just one of my examples, but I feel like I don't know.
But I don't think men get their beauty standards from the internet.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like sometimes men do get their.
No, I'm trying to tell
you. Unless it's just like a thing that men just like find to be like attractive on the internet, and then they just like go about their day.
Literally, it's like, oh shit.
That's fair then.
Shorty bad, double tap. Next, it's not like, oh my god, you know what? I want Lotto. Like, I'm not bagging a Lotto.
So true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I think that sometimes women get confused about what men actually want because y'all don't like to listen to us. And y'all listen to each other about what it is that we like instead of just listening to what we say. For example, there was a video that went viral of this dude asking, guys, do you prefer natural or BBL? All the guys said natural. He went around asking women, do you think guys prefer natural? All the women said BBL. And it's like, I'm sure he clipped out the outlying answers.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, if you ask a man, he's going to say, I like natural bodies, natural faces, natural hair. That's what we prefer. And then y'all go out, do this, that, and the third.
You know what I think it comes from, though? I think, like, literally the whole conversation we had today, like, everything stems from social media. That's literally the problem.
Popular media, because this existed before social media was a thing. Before it was the tabloids and
You think so?
Yes. I don't think to this degree because social media has.
I don't think it was this bad.
But teenage girls were starving themselves in 1993.
So true.
So it's like, again, these beauty standards that again
the trends.
So I always say this as like kind of a joke, but women's insecurities are like the most profitable thing in America, right? So
real.
It's like there is a vested interest in the popular media market to make y'all think that you're not good enough. Right. And so you think that's coming from regular men. No, that's coming from a corporation that wants your money.
Right.
So I think that's the difference in terms of online versus offline. Understanding where these things actually come from. Again, your average man does not want a woman with a BBL. Your average woman doesn't have a BBL. Right. How many of us know a woman with a BBL?
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not even possible for that to be a standard for us. Right. So when you sit there and think about what do you think men want, and then go ask a man if that's what he actually wants.
Right.
You're probably going to be pretty far off base.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to wrap soon, but I do think there's a larger issue here about like, do y'all even give a fuck what men want for real? Because it's like, the information is out there.
I feel like we never know.
But do you ask?
But like, how would you ask? Like,
well, it depends on what you're asking about. Like, if you ask a man's type, he's just gonna tell you what his type is. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know, like, what do you?
But you know what I find really interesting? I'm gonna make this quick, but I feel like the women that men have talked to that, like, let's say like I was dating a guy for however long, or like me and a guy had something, fell off, whatever, or like this last situation, like we fell off. all the women that they like well, especially the last one, like he just went on a, posting spree of different women. None of them looked like me, and their type when I got with them was like a description of me or someone who looked like me. So it's just like it's very interesting how like I think that's where it gets like it's just like confusing. Like, what do men really want? Like, are you guys truthful of what you really want?
Let's put it this way. One, there's different tiers. Like, I might think I think Beyonce fine as hell. Am I bagging Beyonce? No. So you gotta like adjust to like what's actually in you.
Yeah.
And again, for women, same thing. Like,
but I feel like it's
you
just
might
like,
want an NBA player. You're not getting an NBA player. So
I just feel like it's almost like offensive. Like I'm seeing these women that just don't. They're not.
They don't look like you, but it's like
not. No, but it's just like it's not even that they don't look like me, but these are girls that like. Some of them are literally girls. T. These are
mine.
But these are girls that like I'm around so many mature, beautiful women all the time, and I just feel like if you're describing to me, oh, like, a woman that has a good head on her shoulders, a woman that, and we're not even talking about physically at this point. It's just like, do men do this on purpose of like going lower after you're done with a woman? Like I don't.
Well, he also
like it happens all the
just,
time.
like on some like physical, like she look good, but she might be a dumbass. But also fuck, like.
But like they don't look good. That's my thing. Like, do men do that on purpose?
Oh, well,
like,
I don't know. I ain't never. First of all, I'm not posting shorties on my Instagram because that's insane. Like that's nasty behavior.
You hear that?
That's nasty behavior. Because
Would you post some women on Twitter?
No.
You hear that?
First of all, do you know how like you're just asking for trouble? Like if you're dealing with somebody or somebodies, I don't know what niggas are up to, right? But like, why would you even? You're asking for why you post? I'm not even if I was that type of, I'm not doing it because I
just feel like it's weird.
I'm not looking for that trouble, but. Even if I were that type, I'm not. Listen, if she's not bad, I don't want her.
Exactly.
So I mean, I
rest my case.
I can't get behind. But you know what? Sometimes I do see couples. And I'm like, yo, shorty kind of ugly.
Wait, can we? Wait, I don't even think we can talk about that because. Oh my god.
Why we can't talk about it?
How much time we got left?
Real quick. Just make it quick.
We're gonna have to do like cuts and shit, but.
Make it quick. Make it quick. You seen somebody with somebody ugly, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, okay to be bad. A hater.
Or like I see a bad bitch, right? And I know you've seen bad bitches before.
With ugly men, yeah.
Baby, what are we doing?
No, I'm not gonna lie. National Boyfriend Day. I went on my Instagram notes. So
it's the National Boyfriend and Girlfriend Days.
I look better than your boyfriend. That's what I said.
You should have done something about it.
Nah, because I'm not gonna be an active homewrecker. If you want to wreck your home, holla at me. But I ain't finna.
I'm just kidding, guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Kidding.
I'm not. Nah,
I'm kidding.
I am. But I think that if you're happy, I love that for you. I personally would.
If you like it, I love it.
I personally would hate if my boys see my shorty was like, as long as you're happy. Oh my god.
No.
I'd be sick. Not me though. I don't have that problem. But as long as y'all are happy, I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's not none of my business.
You like it, I love it.
Feel me? That's it. That's all. And we're gonna leave it on that.
All right.
This has been fun. This was interesting.
This was fun. I knew it was gonna be fun.
Yeah. Even though you didn't know what the fuck you wanted to talk about. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway.
Next.
And you lucky because I was really gonna fry your ass, but it's okay.
You didn't have to.
I should have though. You know what,
but
guys? I'm turning over a new leaf in life. I'm being nicer now. Thank you.
Oh my god.
The fuck is that?
I don't know why it's going off
Weird
again, but
alarm. Thank you.
Yay.
I appreciate it. That's right. Everybody applaud me for being a good person because I could really be trifling, but I choose not to.
I don't think you have that many bad things to say about me though.
Who said they were bad things? They were just shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were just shots, and you might
like about my situation.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's okay because I'm healed from it, so I wouldn't really.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds good. But just remember, I used to be a bully, so like, I know how to hurt people.
Okay, let's keep that new leaf. That's
what I'm saying. I'm a good person now. You know what I'm saying? So everybody make sure you follow the podcast, follow Gianna. Gianna, what's your Instagram and wherever else you be on?
Gianna MT on Instagram. Don't follow my Twitter though.
Yeah, don't follow her Twitter. I don't know what's on her Twitter, but just don't follow her Twitter. You know,
it's
Twitter's
just like,
place.
Actually, I don't know.
Don't follow her Twitter.
No.
She's on Instagram. Ooh, now I got an alarm going off. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Follow her on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok @_Tribe Woods. Follow the podcast at the Global Renaissance Pod.
Lovely.
We're gonna keep these pumping out. Some of the topics are gonna be ignorant. Some of the topics are gonna be insightful. I really don't know.
This was so fun. I'll be back, y'all.
Will she? Who said that? Did I say that?
Me. We just have so much to talk about. I love it.
Do we?
Yeah. No, I feel like we could just go on for a long time. That's why.
Well, maybe if you shut up on time.
We'll see. They didn't need to know that.
She's not even black, and she showed up on black people time. This shit is crazy. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
If you guys are on an audio platform, review, rating. If you guys are on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes. Appreciate you for stopping through.
Of course.
Chopping it up. I appreciate y'all for listening, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.